Hi everyone, my name is Kim. We're going to talk about this afternoon another mental disorder, and that is called agoraphobia. So, people with this disorder, this type of phobia, they don't like being in, places where there's crowds and a place where there is no quick and fast exit, because these people in these places they get anxiety, severe anxiety. The symptoms, their heart racing, the palm of their hands are sweaty, their heart's beating fast, they feel nausea or they're shaking. So that's sort of the symptoms of the anxiety that people with agoraphobia have. It's a very intense anxiety, like to the point of having a panic attack out in public, and to them this is really embarrassing, and they really need to get out of that place or situation. Because they just find it hard to be in places, with people and other things. It overwhelms them, and when they feel that way, the anxiousness, the panic attacks, when they experience the symptoms that I mentioned, they just want to leave. They want to know quickly, where's the exit. They want to find the exit and they want to go. They want to go home. People with this disorder, they stay at home. The home is their place of solace, of security. They don't feel fear. They don't feel anxiety or have panic attacks. It's a safe space for them to be in. But being out in public, like say going to the bank or doing grocery shopping, those sort of things are hard for them because they're in places, with people, with the public, and it's just they can't handle it. They start to get panic attacks, anxious, trying to find the nearest exit, or just leaving right away and going right back home. And so this is not normal. We have to in life. We have to do grocery shopping, so that we can eat. We have to do our banking. That's important too. Or if we have to go to a clothing store to get some clothes. But these type of situations are very hard for people who have agoraphobia disorder. A lot of them are just, they stay in their house. They don't go and do the things that are necessary for them in their, in their life. People with this disorder, they can also be either socially detached or emotionally detached, and this can seem like a kind of a contradiction when they feel the anxiety and the panic attack. They're feeling those. They can recognize those feelings, but then they also become like emotionally detached or socially detached or something. So I'm going to keep this video short. So people of this disorder, they it's very hard for them to even to kind of socialize with people, in a public situation, either at a mall or maybe a restaurant or something, because they're having these panic attacks, this severe anxiety, and they just don't want to be there, but at the same time they are detached, and so they really can't connect with people. And because they don't want to leave their home, important things like banking, grocery shopping, clothing shopping, or if they have to go to the doctor for something, that is, it's very, very daunting for people with this disorder. When they have to do these important things in life, as part of life, we have to do these things. But for people with this disorder, just being in any public place, they just start to panic, and they get all the symptoms, the racing heart, feeling nauseous, shaking, having problems breathing. And that's, I think, more connected to the panic attacks. They have problems. A person who has a panic attack is going to have some breathing problems. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how a person, how do they get this disorder? So they can get this disorder if they've gone through trauma, whether it's physical abuse or sexual abuse. So trauma can bring this on. Also, if there's someone else in their family that has this agoraphobia disorder, the chances of them getting it is very a very high chance that they will develop this disorder, agoraphobia. Okay, I'm going to talk about treatment quickly here. Treatment for them, they can go to, and I think this is probably, like, cognitive behavior therapy is good, but I think exposure therapy is even better, because these people, they need to face their fears head on in order for them to feel more confident, in doing things in public, being around people, communicating with people in public, in a public place, and helping them to overcome these fears, like the fear of leaving their house to go to the bank and do their banking, go to the grocery store, get food for themselves to live. And if if you're, just basic things, exposure therapy will help them to face their fears. And when they face their fears and actually do it, it may be hard at once, but if they're exposed to this, eventually they are going to feel more confident, being in public places, doing their grocery shopping, doing the banking, going to a doctor if there's something wrong with them. So exposure therapy, I think, out of all the therapies, is a good way to treat people with this disorder. All right, I am just good. My time is good, and I'm going to leave it at here. Well, I hope that you enjoy this video and that you learn something from the information. It's not talked about a lot in the mental health community. So I just really wanted to mention it, and you know, this sort of thing does happen. People go through that. There are people who have this disorder, you know, but the thing is, there are treatments, and the treatments do generally work for people with this disorder. All right, I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'm going to say goodbye.